Hey guys, it's your boy Final Calamity, and today I am super excited because they just released some of the patch notes that they're going to be coming out with for the 1.6 changes and everything like that. That's going to be greatly changing, hopefully not only the PvP scene, but also the PvE scene. And I'm pretty excited about it. They're also going to be changing some things as far as like just gameplay mechanics and everything, but I'll go into that later. But for right now, we're going to be talking about the contaminated zone changes, and they're adding cleaners to the dark zone every now and then, like every hour or so. And this is a huge change because it changes the monotony that's always been in the dark zone, being that once you're in the dark zone, you have two things to do: you either PvP, farm, and the third thing, there's a third thing, you get the supply drops. This adds a little bit more extra things to do in that areas, and that's really exciting and really like pretty awesome that they're adding such things to the PvP scene. Or at least in the dark zone, because that is pretty much a late game right now. If people who don't know, or people who are just getting to this game, the dark zone is pretty much the end game of this game. Once you're in the dark zone, that means you pretty much are in the last aspects of the games, and that's where most of the fun is, because that's where most of the players are going to go for their loot and everything like that. So having something else to do outside of just supply drops and killing players and farming, that's pretty cool, because also the cleaners arcs are pretty strong too, from what I've seen and heard. And the next thing they're adding are legendary modes for the Times Square, Warren Gate Power Plant, and the Napalm production site. Now those are some of the ones, like one I'm doing right now, which is Times Square. They're adding some new stuff to that, including vanity items and stuff like that, and making it harder so you can probably get those those named gear weapons like the short bow knee pads and the Pharaoh's oxygen mask a lot easier. But of course, they say it's gonna be a lot harder as well. So that's a nice thing to do for the PvE players, because that actually gives them some late game stuff to do as well, outside of just doing the dark zone, which I'm super like into right now. And the fact that I can probably get the short bow knee pads is one of the knee pads things I'm missing from all the named gear that they have right now in 1.5. That they're having that pushed out is gonna be super awesome. So I'm super excited about. Next, we're talking about the changes to like exotic items and gear sets and everything like that, which is awesome because I've been looking forward to this one, especially because they're changing the way how weapons like named weapons are actually named and different from like the ordinary weapons. They also have their own exotic perks. So this will be the stuff you want to run with the new Alpha Bridge I'm going to be talking about later, because they nerfed that to the ground, which I'm happy about. Like they completely nerfed the ability to make that gun OP because of the fact that there is now a huge change to, now having an average of like 6 perks. That's how it is in 1.5. Now down to 4. So me and my friends were talking about this, and they asked me like, how would I nerf it? And I said they're only should have 1 perk. And we're asking like, what should that 1 perk be? Can you choose or anything like that? Well, they already thought about that, and I should have actually saw this one coming. But I was pretty much right. I'm right. So I'm pretty much in the clear, and I'm happy that Alpha Bridge is going to get nerfed. The nerf is, instead of having all 6 talents, you can only get that last free talent that all guns come with. That means no more players can run around with like the broken, like just all the talents and have like a bonus, a huge amount of increase and everything like that. And I already see like Alpha Bridge players who read this and they're gonna go flipping buck nutty, and they're just gonna be like the entire time. And it's great. Like, I already saw this coming. Like, they're not gonna touch my build. No one's gonna touch that. Like, defense, frontline. No one's gonna touch it. But what's there to touch? It's already in a perfect state. Like, there's no changes that they need to be changing to it. It's already a pretty good gear set. Wait. Wait. I didn't read something. Wait. That's right underneath it. Let me read this real quick. Frontline 4-piece. They're changing this? They're changing this? What are they changing this to? No longer removes the critical hit chance. Why? So instead it removes the effect of any mods you have applied to the shield. God damn it. Like, they changed it. Gosh, I can't believe they changed it. Okay, so they did change frontline, which is a real big disappointment. I don't know why they'll change it. Like, I really don't understand why they'll change it. Like, there's really nothing wrong with it. I guess, okay, so the huge nerf is, this is a huge nerf because of the fact that you can't use the mods on the shield, which made the gear set super strong, because you could have that bonus increase to accuracy, reload speed, and everything with the assault gear set, or you can get recovery with the, I talked in my last video. Oh no, that's depressing. Alright, well, moving on, they're also going to be changing how skill power works, which is also a huge thing, which I'm really happy about, because they're going to be changing how those fundamentally affect the game. And starting off, they're changing how skill power, like, and armor are going to be changed based on, like, world tiers. So that means the higher the world tier, I'm guessing that's the more effective skill power we'll have, but it's all still going to have diminishing return. And they're removing how armor works. Mitigation is completely removed, so, and you're only going to get health, which is awesome. Seeing this change is going to be like a complete and utter change to how the meta works right now. The meta right now is that you put as much armor onto your mods as possible, and the higher the mitigation, the better your toughness is. Now it's going to be pretty much you're going to have only health. And this going to, I guess it's going to require your characters to build a little bit differently, but it's also going to add a lot of gear diversity, because now you can have more skill power, or if you're going for like a really like one-shotty build, you go for critical hit chance. And it's going to be awesome, and especially with that new gear set called Seeker coming out, where every third of consecutive body shot, you get a guaranteed crit. It's going to be awesome. It's like, I was like, yes! People who shoot like potatoes like myself are going to have something different. On top of all of that, they're also making huge changes to the PvP balancing scene. I mean, there's no more hip firing for you people. No more just spamming your dodge rolls every like 3 seconds. That was annoying. It's not even 3 seconds. Like, you just spammed it and you couldn't die. It made long PvP fights. And they're nerfing like everything else I just posted up above here. These are nice changes I've been looking forward to for a long time. Change the critical save, battle buddy, anything, like all these things on this list is things I've been waiting for. This is going to completely change how PvP works. People are going to play tons differently because of the fact that these changes pretty much nerf the way people used to play. This is going to require a little bit people to be a little bit more skillful, mindful, and be a little bit more tactical in this game. This game literally did have a problem with being a tactical based shooter. This was supposed to be that. But having people running around, hip fire, and then body roll every like 3 seconds, or not even 3 seconds, like again, like every second or 0.25 seconds, you could just body roll into the ground, just keep on rolling for like the good like 5 minutes as you reload your gun while sprinting. It just made the game unfair. There was no way you can catch up to rogues, and it made fights like last forever because of the fact that you can just pop a med kit and then survive, get combat medic, and get all these perks, these stackable perks like on top of another, and you just wouldn't die. It was impossible to die in the dark zone if you had the right setup. You could have enough toughness to the point where if you pop a critical save, and it'll just jack your toughness up to like 1,000,000. I've seen people with 2,000,000 toughness. But other than that, at the end of the video, or not the end of the video, but at the end of the summary in and of itself, they talked about these small little things that they're adding, like scavenger boxes at the world tiers, and all these nice little things that I were also pretty happy about seeing. And they're also adding a new like emoticon, like more emotes and stuff like that. And it's just more stuff to be salty with. Like, well, at least not salty with, but salty to other players with. And this is going to be a huge patch, just like in 1.5 or 1.4 when that first came out. These are huge changes, and it's going to completely change the meta and how everything works. You're not going to see nearly as many Alpha Bridge players in the game. I'm guessing you're going to see a lot more Predmark, because nothing about that build has changed. We're still going to see Seeker builds, people who are going to be dedicated supports, because they're changing how the Reclaimer build works. Now it's going to be pretty much all about support stations. People are going to be farming. Dark Zone is bigger. Everything's awesome. Like, I'm super excited about this. I can't wait for 1.6. This is the one patch I'm really excited about. I'm so happy I didn't sell this game. This game was a sleeper, and seeing all these huge changes in such a short period of time, it's going to extend the life expectancy of this game. I already see this game lasting a lot longer because of these small changes. PvP is going to be fun again. No more no more hip firing. It's gonna be a little bit more tactical. You're gonna be having to hide behind cover. It's gonna require players to play like a real good shooter should be. Like, there's no more of these like hip firing battles. There's no more I spam my heals and stay alive for 5 hours. It's gonna be just that much fun, and it's gonna require you to actually play smarter. No more of these stupid people running around with these like one-shotty builds and just absolutely wrecking people with these stupid amounts of like damage they're able to push out. It's gonna be awesome. and I can't wait to like see what they're gonna go with forward after this. Hopefully there's not gonna be any like outliners. Of course there's gonna be some changes, and PvPs, of course, like I said before, is gonna change. But I'm gonna be doing, like, the minute that patch lands out, I'm gonna be doing all the Warren Gates, and I'm also gonna do some PvP until I get that Seeker Mine build, or that Seeker build. I don't know if it's Seeker Mines, but hopefully it's gonna be like, you know, some changes to like critical hit chance, because I don't think I'm gonna be using defense anymore, because that hurts. That seeing that nerf really hurts, and it like hurts my soul. But anyway, thank you guys for watching the video. This was an amazing like this moment to talk about, because I really am excited about this next up and coming patch. And I do hope you guys are really excited about this patch coming up too. And I hope you guys have a good day. This has been exciting. And please subscribe for more content.